Good to see you.
Hello everyone. Happy, what is today? Monday? Yeah, I think today's Monday. All the days are the same for me these days,
Looks like quite a
sitting
place to
inside.
me.
So here we are, running into the Howling Pit, or the Howling Depths, and you can see it's going to be a dreary, gloomy kind of a run. But hopefully the Ice Queen here can bring some light with the Vali code.
Something
This will...
bothering you?
Nope, not at the moment. So this will be a kind of a spin-off of the Orion code that we were running, where that was a dark caster. This will be the opposite. This will be a light caster. And as you see, our light gift ability here, running with the Daybreak Thunderfang, is going to be 1774, a great year. And the scaling is 1452, so we're going to have massive, massive light damage. That's also going to be paired with focus recovery and complete attention in order to get light impulse, all stats up, and Ichor Focus. Now, the gifts we've chosen here are Frost Spike, Frost Wave, and Cloak of Winter, as everything in this area is fairly weak to ice. So we can trade out Frost Spike if we wanted to with Ice Barrage, as they have the same Ichor cost, but Ice Barrage is much faster on a cooldown. However, Ice or Frost Spike gets us range, and Ice Barrage will be something for a close-up kind of an encounter. We're going to be running the Brodea again, and the Fulmin Blade, as it is the only one-handed sword that we can run that will give us a slash, crush, and pierce resistance of 100, so we'll be perfect blocking, but we can also actually use it. It doesn't it can hit for full damage, but also if we go for like the Zwei or the Argent Wolfbrand or the Azure Greatsword or the Sharur, all of these are perfect block weapons, or the Argent Wolfhammer. All these are perfect block weapons. However, the fact is we can't use any of them. So, well, I mean, there's a secret here. We could use the Hammer of Thraldom. Just kidding. It's such a dumb thing. I wish there would have been maybe like an achievement for I don't know, like some kind of extra Hammer of Thraldom, like with the pipe challenges or something. That would have been kind of neat. But maybe they would have had cooler weapon effects or something. But so this is what we're going to be running, and again, the same thing as before is we're going to be running focus recovery and complete attention. However, since we're going to be running a Hound's Veil, this will not be dependent on distance. However, we're going to be right up in everybody's face with the two Hounds, and because we have complete attention, every Hound head strike, so 1, 2, will grant us focus. So we can get focused instantaneously off of one attack and a focus recovery. So we'll kind of illustrate that here. We'll do this, and we'll get all our gifts up here. And then we'll run up to this guy. 1, 2, and we're focused. And then a Frost Spike, and everybody's gone. And he's gone. And we'll stay focused. And it's just gonna be nuts running through here, being able to just decimate everybody. So our problem is gonna be trying to get focused so we can get drain attacks like this. See, if we miss, we're gonna be in quite a bit of trouble. So we gotta choose our battles wisely here. 1, 2, oh, almost. 1, 2. So we're focused now. And again, every time we get into a focused state, we get 10 extra Ichor back. So we gotta remember that too. Nope. Let's just kill this guy. So the Ice Queen is quite deadly. Okay, he's dead. So everybody in here is fairly weak to ice. So we're going to have a really easy time just kind of running over these guys. But again, we're kind of at the cost of, what's our defense here? So our defense is a little bit higher than it was before. And we have lightning resistance because this is from DLC3. So we should be able to defend ourselves fairly okay from these big beetle guys because they do lightning damage to us. And so since we have already a 51 lightning resistance, we're pretty ahead on that. So this will be kind of a shorter video because I think I'm going to stop after the Executioner since we're going to be heading into the Cathedral. We'll see how far we get. Maybe we'll run into the Cathedral a little bit, do the invasion, and then head on out. But the Fulmin Blade, again, like I said, we'll use it for defense since we have perfect block, and everything in here will do just regular damage attacks. So there's no reason for us to take any damage actually, unless we run out of stamina. Again, it's a problem for these light gift builds or dark gift builds. So this time we're not going to go for Eva's Communal of Ephemeral Refrain. We're just going to run regular damage for everybody here. So we'll go ahead and get these up. And remember, when we do a charge drain on this guy, we will get focused. Oh, I thought I dodged. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Took a lot of damage there for no reason. But this is actually turning light gifts into kind of a very, very good ability here that you didn't have before. Like, it's very, very viable because light impulse before you couldn't really count on. But when you're running it with the hounds, because you get focused twice on use of a charge drain. See, like this guy, well, we'll knock him down. Now the next charge drain will get focused, and then we can hit him with a frost wave and he's dead. So this will be very nice coming up here to this crazy beetle dude, where he just does the charge attack and he blows everybody up, and it's really annoying. So let's go ahead and hit this guy. I don't know what's happening, I can't see. Okay, so we're focused here. Now if we use focus recovery while we're focused, it will increase the duration of the focus. So here we go. And then, oh, let's see if we get a, nope. Let's knock him down and get some Ichor back. Oh, we almost had him. Look at that. Almost had him. Right there. So that's the trick, is that you want to get focused and then use the gift prowess and gift accelerators as soon as you get focused. That way you can use Cloak of Winter extremely fast, because it is an exceptionally slow gift. As we saw last time, slow gifts can be sped up significantly. However, with Cloak of Winter, because it is a really slow gift, we definitely want to try and speed it up, but at the same time, you don't want to sacrifice other things for it. So I'll try and get some Ichor up here on this guy. So even Frostspike, which is a fairly basic, boring, normal kind of a gift, even it is fairly deadly once it's paired with everything else. And it only costs 4 Ichor, I believe. Yeah, it's only 4 Ichor and it's like extremely strong. So everybody here dies at 8,500 damage. And that only costs 4 Ichor as well, I believe, or 5? I think it's 5 Ichor, okay. So it's a fairly gift efficient ability there. So let's go ahead and get all these buffs up here. Let's use Cloak of Winter. There's this guy going. Can we get a backstab? There we go. Okay. And then we will get hopefully get focus. There we go. And we'll get the Eagle Key. That's right, Eva. Payback is served. So you have fairly good Ichor stocks when running this build, since you're going to be focused most of the time, and every time you run into a focus state, you get 10 Ichor back. So we're going to, and now that we are right before a focus state, we can use focus recovery and get focused if we need. We'll spend 5, we'll get 10 back, so we'll be net plus 5. So it's really useful. Let's do this and gift prowess, this, and we'll focus ourselves so we can hit this guy from a distance. Let's see if that even hits him. Nope. You gonna come down? Okay. Let's see if we can hit him from the distance. Nope. Let's get a launch, because that's also very good still. Let's use a Cloak of Winter. And that's that guy. So this is a fairly potent build, and again, like I said, I mean, you can switch out some of these things here for like a Goddess's Smile or whatever you want to do.
Looks like things are the same.
Yep, we don't want to take a chance with these guys. But with this guy, since we have perfect block, we can just come up to him and he'll hit us, it won't matter. And since we can block indefinitely here, this will help us get focused so we can get some Ichor back. There we go, and kill him. So that's the benefit of the Fullman Blade, is that it is I mean, it is kind of slow, but you can be fully engaged into the fight. Oh man, I was trying to use Cloak of Winter, and my brain froze. There we go. Everybody's dead. So because it has perfect block, you can use it to great effect for builds like this, where you take fairly significant damage here and there. So we'll run up this way. So this is just kind of showing the differences between the dark and the light gift scalings. And now that we have the Daybreak Thunderfang to pair with light gifts, I mean, it just makes our light damage really amazing. Kind of puts it back to where it used to be once upon a time, which is great, because I mean, light has just been having some issues for a long time here. Uh-oh, somebody's chasing us. Eva's got that guy on her tail there. I thought we could push this guy off the edge. Let's hit this guy from over here. 10,000 damage for 5 Ichor. Like, it's just crazy amounts of damage. Which is great, because I mean, it's been a while since we've had these abilities to do this kind of thing. Now that guy over there, we're just going to leave him alone. We don't need him. And since we're right here at the end, so this area is fairly short if you know where you're going,
It's hard to
but it does have a lot of extra spaces in it, and it has a lot of extra weapons and abilities and different things around. So. Let's see if that. Nope, that doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's see here. Now we're going to be running into the Executioner here, and since blocking her doesn't do anything, we're going to switch back to the Brodea. So we have normal dodges, and we can also shoot her from a distance. Now Crush is the ideal gift here that we want to be using through phase 1 and 2, but since Light only has one Crush gift, which is oh, that's right, we have 2 Crush gifts now. So we might switch up Frost Wave to Thunderbolt Impact, even though it's a little more time lost, we can still use it. But we'll be able to use Frost Spike from a distance. Actually, we should probably switch to Ice Barrage. So these 3 should be okay. Ice Barrage will help us get more damage, but at the same time, for Ichor cost, but at the same time, since she's resistant to Pierce, it'll do a little bit less damage. So we'll see how this goes.
That's a big building.
Yeah.
I wonder what's inside.
Oh, you know.
You were awfully attentive. Just watch.
Alright, let's see how we do here. And we got to remember to try and get a charge drain on her as soon as we get in here. That way we can get focused and hit her with a Cloak of Winter and a Thunderbolt Impact. And since we get 10 on focus recovery, we should be able to use Cloak of Winter and and Thunderbolt Impact immediately. There we go. There we go. Get her out of that. We don't need her doing that. Oh boy. Eva, thank you. Oh man. Okay. So see, this is where the difficulty comes, is that yeah, we can move around fairly okay, but as soon as we start taking damage, our life kind of ends immediately. And we can't even abuse the pipe weight here, because the Daybreak Thunderfang is like 70 pounds. What is it? 77 pounds. So it'll work fairly okay. So we're gonna have to watch ourselves here. We could drop down to a different Blood Veil, but we won't have the Hounds with the 2-strike focus recovery. So that's why we're going to continue with that.
Thanks. Are you geared up? I'm going in.
Now we have really good gift abilities here. We just need to learn how to play so we can execute them at the right time. Like here. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Okay, we gotta back up here. And get some health. Don't slide. Okay. There's 1, 2. Good. There's Cloak of Winter. See how slow that is without being focused? And without all of our... Oh no. Eva, please. Oh, nice try, Eva. Okay. Well, we almost had it. So 3rd time's a charm. Oh, and Eva just died. But having Eva along will really increase our abilities here for getting things like Cloak of Winter out.
Trying again is more constructive than getting depressed.
That is very true. Depression is no joke. So we don't need that. But you know, it's a very
Quick one.
real part of life. Which is why there's great institutions out there to help people with depression. Okay. So we did much better that time. So we'll continue with this, as it does look very promising that we can get there. We just have to remember to use our different consumables here at different times, if we have half a brain to remember those. No, don't back up. There we go. Ooh. Nice. Okay, now this should stagger her. There we go. Oh no. No. So that should have staggered her out of the spin, but I was a little bit too early. And so you want to try and stagger her out of the spin as fast as you can. That way you don't have to worry about dodging all the slow balls. Nobody likes slow balls. All right. So hopefully this encourages people to try light a little more, and to get into some of the light abilities that are still in the game, that have always been in the game, but kind of not been able to be used to great effect, as you couldn't really control light impulse
Deep breaths.
before, and so this really gives you a really good opportunity and a great chance to be able to see the exceptional power and use case of all the light gifts that we have.
I'm going in.
Mm-hmm. Oh. There we go, we staggered her out of it, and we're still focused. No way. Come on. Eva, please. Oh. But see, we can get tons of damage off really quick. I mean, it's not a speed kill level of amazement here, but the fact of the matter is that it gives you a great adventuring potential, but at the same time you can fairly boss with it okay. Now, against the successor of the what is that? The first one,
We should get
the
out of
doggy.
here quickly.
Successor of the ribcage. Sorry, I had a brain meltdown there for a second. Since she's like negative or like plus resistance so much that damaging her with regular gifts almost boosts her health. That's her magic resistance, or her light and dark resistance. Something like this would be an absolute worst build that you could do against her, but against other things it would be pretty good. And you're gonna do the 3. Yep. Okay. Good. Oh. Thanks, Eva. Okay. And get Eva back. Oh, we're slow. Oh no. No way. Thank you, Eva. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, she's gonna, yep. I'm working on it. Is that for me? Nope. Oh. Oh no. Eva. Oh, okay. There we go. That's what we were waiting for. Woohoo! Okay. Whew. My hands are sweaty. Gotta drink some water. Whew. Poor Mia. So now that we have Mia, we can go trade in all of our fragrant teas that we stocked up on before. And we can get a second Brodea or a third Brodea or whatever. And we're going to skip this. So hopefully this encourages people to continue trying light gifts and different builds. And since this code is from DLC3, I'm convinced more and more the more I play that DLC3 wasn't for the actual DLC, but it was for the codes and the gifts that you get coming out of it. I mean, Megatech Body did it, and another YouTuber I watched, they both did a video on the speed gift from the, I forget, Thunderbolt Shockwave or whatever it's called, where you can dash instantly, unlimited amount of dashing with no stamina loss or recovery, and it's an active gift, and it doesn't, yeah, it's just incredible. So I mean, there's tons of new exciting additions that have been added, but because the bosses were implemented in kind of a strange way to bridge the gap between God Eater and Code Vein, people kind of lost interest quickly, and because everybody was saying the DLC is trash, a lot of these things like Vali and Orion and some of these really different, unique, strange, interesting builds that increase the gameplay from what we had before to these new excellent builds that we've never had access to before, were completely overshadowed and shut down by the fact that nobody's going to play the DLC, nobody's going to buy it, and they're going to miss out on the actual content here, which is the codes and the gifts. So that's kind of sad to me in a way that it was implemented that way. But who knows? Maybe we'll get another update or something that'll change some of that, or draw people's attention to what the benefits are of the codes and the actual builds and everything. I mean, I don't know if Bandai does any kind of character testing or anything like that to make sure that they're doing the right thing with their characters or whatever, but I really enjoy all the new stuff. So if we put the mouse there, then we can go through these really quick. So this is the fastest way I've found to give tea to Mia. We're just dumping it down her throat. Drink that tea! Give me points! So we're over and one more. There we go. Now we want to receive items. So we want to receive one more Brodea. And we want some chromes, since we don't have any. And there we go.
If you see something,
Thank you.
let me know.
And
if you need me.
here's the human.
Thank you. You really saved me.
Yes. Can't get enough. When we finish the cathedral, we'll go back to her, and she will give us 4 different gift items for people. So we're good here. And we want to upgrade the second Brodea. And again, we can speed upgrade here. Just enter an E. They're both affirmative action keys, so we can double up on our speed here for upgrading. There we go. And we want to transform that
Which weapon do you want to transform?
to... Oh, we don't have any Atlas Chromes. Okay. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. So yeah, that's a little bit about the Vali code, and we'll run over to the Cathedral now. So I hope that kind of gives some insight as to how to use Volley and how to use a Dex and Willpower, or sorry, Dex and Mind build. The Daybreak Thunderfang just is unimaginably powerful with the amount of scaling it has for light gifts, and since we have some pretty awesome light additions with Thunderbolt Impact, with Frost Wave, and it really brings out the awesome power of Cloak of Winter now, as that was a really, really slow, unwieldy kind of AoE before, but it truly turns you into a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure. Alright, so you can make the leap now with the, what is that gift called? Lightning Charge. So with this, you can make it across the gap here now, which is kind of strange. But I haven't practiced it enough, so I don't know exactly how to do it. But yeah, you can make it across that gap now, which is kind of weird that you can sequence break in that way. But I don't know what it buys you other than just not playing the game. But you know, it's your game if you bought it and you play it how you want it. So if you don't like playing the Butterfly, the Despot, or the Executioner, then you can absolutely sequence break and you can look like a speedrunner now. Because that was the place where speedrunners would break, sequence break right there, and they would use the bayonets, dash cancel, coupled with another move. Not exactly familiar with it, but I've seen it a couple times, and that's where they would sequence break. Now, Bandai might put up a fog wall there. They did that for the Butterfly and the Executioner. So in the past, when the game was first released, you could pick which boss you wanted to do first, the Executioner or the Butterfly. There was nothing linearizing your gameplay. And so then after, I forget what it was, like patch 1.2 or something like this, they put up a fog wall there where the giant pit is, where you have to platform down in the non-platforming game. And you had to, and you could choose to do the Executioner first or the Butterfly first. So then they put the fog wall there before the pit, and then you had to do the Butterfly first before you could pick the Despot or the Executioner after that. So it's kind of strange how they did that and why they did that. I think sequence breaking games is a really unique and interesting way to program a game because it doesn't linearize anybody. There's nothing wrong with linear gameplay or anything like that. It's just kind of cool when you can play it in an unintended kind of way as compared to what the developers originally wanted. So the Full Moon Blade looks pretty cool. I love how it kind of shimmers every now and then with the lightning energy. That's really cool. So I think we're going to cut it here for right now. Maybe tomorrow morning or something we'll do the Cathedral. That was just a little bit of the Executioner there, just to see the Ice Queen in action here with Cloak of Winter and see how slow that is. It's just crazy how slow that can be. But if you speed it up with all the extra focus gifts here and everything, like let's say we put Gift Prowess on, I mean it goes way fast. So again, that's the beauty of having the focus builds and running some of these different kind of setups and everything as compared to what we had before, is that you can take gifts like Cloak of Winter, which were just extremely slow, freezes everything in the vicinity with an Arctic blizzard. Well, it more like destroys everything with an Arctic blizzard. And you can take these things like that were really slow, really unwieldy kind of gifts, and you can turn them into really, really viable, awesome, powerful weapons now. So thanks everyone for coming along. We'll run through the Cathedral. Contrary to popular opinion, it actually is one of my favorite places in the game, and I really enjoy adventuring through here because once you learn the layout, it's actually a really enjoyable long run, and to see if you can go from this missile all the way to the end in one run without dying, it's a great challenge. So I'll see everyone next time in part 19, or sorry, this is part 19, in part 20, and if you have any suggestions for anything I should try or what I should do, let me know in the comments or otherwise. I hope you all have been enjoying the thumbnails. I'm going to start including them in the descriptions from now on for the Road to 100 series, because they're a lot of fun to make and they're a lot of fun to play around with, and I thought everyone should enjoy them. So they're going to be in the description. Feel free to take them, whatever. They're for the community. So hope everyone has a great rest of the Monday, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.